tattoo is a discipline in its own right.
May the blossoms of the sacred Sakura bloom eternally.
I wasn't expecting to receive VIP shrine visitors during downtime. So I suppose you're here just to visit me? What a smooth talker. Though your eyes do not lie as convincingly as you... Still, your answer has put me in a good mood. So tell me, what is...
We heard the Shogun decided to take a break, and since then the Rumor has it that the thunderstorm is affected by the Shogun's will, so people are...
All right. There's little purpose in keeping anything... Since the battle, the Shogun has been greatly troubled and her temperament has changed.
What?
Her power was already on the decline. Then the defeat was a heavy blow to her. It also didn't help that I forgot to bring her some tricolor dango and light novels when I went to see her. Oh, the poor thing. Without desserts and books to console herself with.
You expect us to believe that a god would throw a temper tantrum over something?
Before you get too indignant, consider the fact that your concerns sound every bit as... A seeks eternity. To her, mortal lives come and go in the blink of an eye. Of what consequence to her?
Years...
I don't know the details. She said she wanted to rest, and I have nothing pressing that requires... I have heard about the thunderstorm, though. As to the cause, it is not inconceivable that, as you suggest, her will has wavered somewhat. I am the only one in all of Inazuma who can visit her while But tell me, why should this concern me? Why should I do this for you, when I already have everything one could ever want, and have seen Here is the pass permit. Show it to the Okuzumeshu at the gate, and he will...
Thanks, Miko!
My question was in jest, but since you answered it in earnest, please stay true. Oh, and don't forget to return the pass permit to me after you have finished.
The almighty Shogun has requested solitude. No visitors allowed.
Oh, we've got a pass permit from Miko.
Don't be ridiculous. Lady Guji never gives her pass permit to another person. Not even Guji-ai is only authorized to hold that pass permit because of the trust that the almighty Shogun... Wait, this is... authentic. Understood. Then as the Shogun has ordered, I must not... Apologies. Please proceed. Since the Shogun is resting at this time, please be especially respectful and make sure your behavior is impeccable.
Look how she's pacing back and forth. Don't you think she looks a little anxious?
How did you get in? Trespassers are to be eliminated at once.
Wait, no, it's us! Why are you treating us like... we made amends, didn't we? Also, we got in by totally legitimate means!
Denied. Use of force has been forbidden. Anyway, be gone. Do not disturb my solitude. That is of no concern. This is my recuperation state.
What do you make of this? She's acting strange, huh?
This body has no need of rest. But I am an assistant to the one within. If she wishes...
Paimon gets it. So this is all A's doing. But why? Surely you going about your business doesn't interfere with the plane of euthymia. She's got plenty of space us in there. Seems like it would be the perfect place for us.
I do as she wishes. I can say no more than this. I cannot. In my current state, even if I went out, I could do. I am currently unwilling to deal with any business.
What do you...
It has been forbidden.
What should we do? It feels like this conversation is going nowhere.
Oh, it's you two. It's been a while. The Shogun can't do much at the moment. Come straight in and see me. It's not your first time. I don't see what there is to...
So, is the Shogun...
Don't worry. The Shogun's not broken. I've just... temporarily disabled. Currently, the Shogun is unable to handle any business and cannot appear as me. So the easiest solution was to announce that I am resting. As I said, I need to think about Inazuma's eternity. But the Shogun is still running based on her old rules. I can't allow her to make any mistakes while I...
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
No. She was not created to ever be... Furthermore, I had even predicted at the time that I may wish to modify the Shogun's operational rules at some point in the future. That's why the Shogun has a robust system to safeguard against modification. For now, while I figure out the form that eternity should take, it's more effective for me to temporarily disable some of the puppet's functions.
Oh, Paimon gets it now! The thunderstorm's getting out of control because some of the...
The thunderstorm is getting out of control? This is the first...
Huh? Okay, well, let us bring you up to speed.
I see. So the thunderstorm is drawing closer.
You can fix it, right?
It's just a minor error. This kind of thing was bound to happen. A small modification to the Shogun should fix it. Don't look at me like that. I've never had to tinker with the Shogun before, and she's very complicated. It's practical. Yes, that's it. I'm not making excuses. It's the truth.
It's fine. Just as long as you can fix it is all.
Not much. As before, I can see the way forward, but there is no urgency. To reach an ill-conceived verdict in haste, just for the sake of having reached...
If everyone sees that the Shogun is in good health, it'll put all the and who knows? A change of scenery might put you in...
You mean... leave the plane of euthymia? Yes, you're right. After all, the Shogun is currently unable to take... All right, then. I'll come out for a while. Oh, since the theme of the day is a change of pace, you can just call me A.
What? But you're just A's consciousness, aren't you?
I have my ways. I would never subject myself to
Oh, great! Then there's nothing to worry about.
Tour guides? What's a tour guide?
Someone to show you around the Inazuma of today and give you tips on where to eat and how to have fun.
Is this the marketplace? It's a far cry from how I remember. The stores have changed, and so have the vendors.
It's... What is the almighty Shogun doing here?
Isn't the Shogun sick?
I appear to have...
Well, what did you expect? The almighty Shogun makes an impromptu appearance in town? People are gonna freak out.
Patrolling the streets is the Tenryou Commission's job. The Shogun has a lot of information to process and orders to give. Additionally, the Shogun has no need of recreation. There would...
So, what do we do now? Should we...
Why? It's not like I'm here to cause trouble.
It was more the ordinary people that Paimon was worried about. Never mind. This
People still use Mora in commercial transactions, I assume.
Yep, same as ever. Just as shiny and just as hypnotic. Wait a second. Hey, are you saying you don't have any Mora either?
Of course I don't. There is no need for commerce in the plane of euthymia. If I ever need something, I can simply have one of the commissions bring it to me. Wait, what do you mean, either? Anyway, people seem to be behaving in a very orderly fashion. I don't see the liveliness you spoke of anywhere.
People aren't exactly gonna let their hair down in front of the almighty Shogun.
What is this stall selling? I don't believe I've ever seen this before.
What's the Shogun doing here? What am I supposed to do in this situation? Shogun,
It's all right. Relax. I'm just here to look around. Could you tell me about the items you're selling?
Of course. I've got all kinds of snacks here. Takoyaki, dango, and milk, and so on.
Huh? Milk?
It might sound odd, but it is in fact. You see, many of the stores in town are already very well established. I couldn't compete with them no matter what. So my idea was to create some new combinations to give customers a novel experience. For example, my latest concoction is this dango milk. When the dango are worked into a viscous form, they mix very... The focus is not just the taste, but also the unique texture.
Oh, dango with milk. I've never...
I'm sorry, Shogun. I've got no bone to pick with a turn.
I said relax. There's no need to go treading on eggshells. Do you really think the
Why do I feel like... Actually, it came to me by chance. A friend was catering once and made too many dango, so they gave some to me. But there were more than I had use for. My milk wasn't selling well at that time either. And both dango... So I thought I'd try mixing the two as I had nothing to lose. To my surprise...
A chance combination. Interesting.
The almighty Shogun wants to try? Well, certainly.
Nice. It's sweet.
Yeah, it's definitely a drink, but it also feels like eating food.
It's a little bit like... porridge? Anyway, I like it.
I'm very glad you approve.
I imagine that an item as delicious as this dango milk...
Well, I won't lie to you.
Huh? So it's selling slowly?
Because most people aren't willing to give it a try. They think it's an unusual combination. I'm not saying the almighty Shogun has unusual tastes. Please, don't take it the wrong way.
Ah, I see. Well, that can be fixed. I'll just have...
No, almighty Shogun. That's too much.
Is it? I just want them to try it. It would be a shame for them to miss out on... Oh, I would No. There's nothing like dessert for improving one's mood. Much more enjoyable than By the way, Miko mentioned that she founded something called the Yai Publishing. She's always bragging to me about it, but it's difficult for me to really imagine without...
Sure! Let's go and have a look!
Shogun! Almighty Shogun! What brings you to the Eye Publishing House? Do you have a...
No, not at all. Don't...
Apologies. I still don't quite understand. Are you here to look into the management?
She just wants to browse your book.
The Almighty Shogun wishes to... read...
Yes. Any recommendations?
The Eye Publishing House's novels are mostly targeted at the general public, and the content...
I'm just here to try something new. There's no fun in reading the same kind of thing over and over again. Relax.
In principle, you're absolutely right. It's just...
It'll be fine. If there's anything the Shogun doesn't understand, we'll explain it to her.
Well... okay then. There are some winning entries from the This Novel is Amazing competition. Don't take them too seriously.
Okay. Let's go then. Huh. I know every individual word in these books' titles. So why is it that they make no sense to me? Take this one, for example. The good thing about being reincarnated as a hill... It's so long. Is it true that hilly churls grow stronger from eating Sansetias? Well, surely it should be so...
It's just a narrative device.
Narrative device. So it's... made up? What's the point of that? Also, I'm fairly certain that hilly churls can't write stories. So, does this author claim to be
Paimon's starting to understand Kuroda's reservations right about now. How about we choose for you? We can pick out some
All right, then. I believe myself to be relatively well-read. I have high hopes, though. This seems like Miko's style.
All right, leave it to us. We'll be back in a jiff. This could be a pretty tough job. Let's see what we're up against. The suspense is... Paimon only skimmed through, but Paimon can tell this girl is... Yeah! She has so much... The plot is really gripping. But... With a premise like this, it's no wonder Kuroda was nervous about... Paimon thinks it might be best not to bring this one up with A. We might get the author in trouble. Well, if someone turned into Paimon and did a bunch of stuff this Paimon would... What a strange person. Why would someone want to be Someone like that could easily become the top martial arts pro in the world. You do have a point. And a character so determined to follow their ambition is likely to appear... That's all of them. Let's try to explain them to A.
The looks on your faces tell me you found some good stories. Goodness. Are people in Liyue really so complex these days? Even though the protagonist refuses to acknowledge his innate talents, he has a rare dedication to justice. Where is he now? Does he have plans to visit Inazuma? If so, I will instruct one of the commissioners to bring him to me on—
He's a fictional character. He doesn't exist. What about the antagonists, though? Don't you have any thoughts about their part in—
The antagonists? You mean all the people who behaved foolishly? What can I say? They're bad.
A doesn't seem interested in the supporting characters at all. So what do you think of Yae Publishing House's light novels, eh? Do you like the stories we picked?
What I take from these stories is not so much the content itself, but what they represent. Back when I decided to isolate myself in the plane of euthymia, there was no— In accordance with my wishes, the Shogun did her best to create an eternal nation. But the fact is that both the food and the stories have changed with time. I disagree with your point of view. That's what I would say if we were still— But the truth is right here in front of my eyes.
And that's exactly why we brought you out, to take a look around and get some fresh ideas. Sure, it's not the same as you remember, but one way or another, people are loving life in the present.
Yes, you're right. I'm wary of any— Thank you for inviting me out. This trip has been quite eye-opening. This may be an everyday occurrence for you, but for me, I've seen a lot, and it's made me think a lot. I really can't praise it highly enough.
Ooh, great idea! A's had a wonderful time.
Take a photo? Once again,
It's okay. Come with us. We'll find a scenic spot and show you what we—
Everything is going smoothly, just as I planned.
Ability to stop time here. Stop adding more abilities to the characters.
So,
We're taking a photo of you. Just leave the hard work to us. Basically, a photo makes a visual record of you at this very moment in—
okay. So what exactly is striking a pose? Ah, I see. So in other words, I need to do some sort of The more I think about it, the more embarrassing it seems. How should I pose? Help me out here. It should look good, but casual. How about this? Okay, let's get started.
Let's pick a good angle to record this moment from. It's a wrap! Take a look!
Wow. This is astonishing, but she doesn't seem to be able to move or talk. I thought it would turn out poorly because I felt rather rigid, but it actually looks— The pose is exactly the same, and so is the scenery in the background.
That's what makes it so special!
Hang on. I'm still struggling to understand this. So, the one in this photo, if it's not me, then why does she look exactly like me?
Okay, that's way above Paimon's head. Over to you, Traveler. Hey, that's right! Do you think the—
Of course I do. It was never my intention to place control of Inazuma.
So then, who does that make you, here in—
Well, I'm still me. There is no doubt about that. My existence. I think I understand. I am me. There is only one of me. But I can exist in many. The Shogun, for example, is one of my forms of existence. The question of whether or not she is me.
In that case, this picture is one of your forms of existence too.
So even I, who seeks eternity, am constant. Then, how can I ask Inazuma and everyone who lives here to remain unchanging? Everything I have encountered on this journey with you has been from... You've seen a lot of my ignorant side today. Maybe based on what I have seen today, I am forced to accept that But it would be incorrect to conclude from this that the Inazuma of both the Vision Hunt Decree and the statue of the omnipresent God were conceived as a means of bringing about eternity. But if... Perhaps...
Sounds to Paimon like Ace figured things out. And that means that we've done a really...
Master Kamaji! Master Kamaji!
Why is it getting so noisy? Oh, that sounded like Ippei. What?
Ippei? Is that someone from the Tenryou?
Yep, let's find out what's going on. Gee. Hey, Ippei! What's the matter?
Ah, it's you. Huh? Oh my... You must be looking for my master, Kujo Kamaji? I am very sorry, he's not...
It's okay. I'm not here to see him. We just heard you calling out, so we came to see what was going on.
Yes. Master Kamaji still hasn't returned from the negotiations. In fairness, he does have a habit of taking long walks and coming back late. It's perfectly possible that he just... But for some reason, today...
Kujo Kamaji. A descendant of the Kujo clan, I presume.
That's right. Apologies, since the head of the clan is in poor health at the moment, and Master Masahito is rarely home, Master Kamaji is currently served...
I have heard that things are quite tumultuous with the Tenryou Commission at present. Does this have anything to do with Kujo Kamaji?
Forgive us, almighty Shogun. The Kujo clan has failed in its duty. The Kujo clan's reputation is damaged, and its power over the Tenryou Commission is in decline. Plus you, So, Master Kamaji decided to enter negotiations with the Takatsukasa clan with a view...
Surely they would be discussing something like that at their headquarters, right?
Actually, they decided to hold this one elsewhere. I'm a little confused as to... The meeting place is in the mountains near the Grand Narukami Shrine. I believe the
Takatsukasa. Another familiar name.
Yes, that's why Master Kamaji decided to discuss things with them. I understand they must have had a lot of ground to cover, but I've searched all over the city. If he really hasn't returned yet, then yeah, I thought of that possibility too. But someone of my rank can't just go venturing into Takatsukasa clan. No need. I'm probably just overthinking things. Besides, I'm only a lowly servant. But Master Kamaji and I grew up together. I'm not as smart as Master, so I can't really share his burdens. But the last thing I'd want would be for him to come to harm when I could have done something about it.
What do you think, Almighty?
Let's go see what's happening. With me present, they are unlikely to blame you, even if we do happen to interrupt. Besides, this has only come about because I failed to make a timely decision.
Thank you so much, Shogun. I'll keep looking around in the meantime, too. Let me mark out the location of the base for you. I hope every...
Whoa! Look at how well hidden this place is.
I can't think of a reason anyone would want to build a structure like this deep in the mountains. I feel something that doesn't belong here.
Huh?
We should proceed with caution. The Kujo clan descendant may well be in trouble.
Let's get down to business.
This may hurt a little.
Shine down!
Going somewhere?
Everyone hold hands! Boom boom!
To the ferry?
Why are there Ronin here? This is a Trio Commission base!
Something is not right. We must remove all those who stand in our way.
Judgment is upon us. Guilty! The ferry! You stand condemned! It's my lucky day! Now this! See no more!
I see everything!
Torn to oblivion! Shine down!
Now this!
Hold the line! Boom boom! Ha!
The ferry! Let's get down to business. There's more!
Inadmissible evidence!
Illusion shattered!
Finally, No.
Hey!
My lucky day!
Motion to compare!
Going somewhere?
Rest and rebuild!
Insolent! Shine down! Now you shall perish!
The ferry! Finally, To the ferry! Let's get down to business!
Turret, bring refuge! I see everything!
Zuta! There's more!
There is no escape!
Finally, To the ferry! Finally, it's my lucky day!
Everyone hold hands!
Like blade!
Torn to oblivion! Shine down!
My lucky day! The perfect distance!
Time for your arraignment!
Hey!
Illusion shattered!
I see everything!
Finally, to the ferry!
Hold the line!
There's more!
Shine down!
Everyone hold hands!
Illusion shattered!
Rest and rebuild! I see everything!
The ferry!
What's one more?
Hold the line!
Inazuma shines eternal! Shine down!
Keep
Ha! Stay back. I will deal with this.
Almighty Shogun!
Shogun, what are you?
Descendant of the Takatsukasa clan. Explain what is going on here.
Oh, we're just discussing some minor issues that have cropped up in the Tenryou Commission recently. Really, it's nothing.
And these minor issues warranted the secluded location and the hiring of Ronin?
Well, there's been a lot of turmoil lately.
Silence. Descendant of the Kujo clan. Your turn.
All right. I came here intending to negotiate, but it turned out all they were interested in was a written confession from the Kujo.
A written confession?
Yes. A statement acknowledging every crime committed by the Kujo clan since the inception of the Vision Hunt Decree, including all the recent—
All factual statements, of course. Not a single one of them fabricated.
I can't deny that. But it also emphasizes the Takatsukasa clan's achievements throughout the document, claiming they stood steadfast. These are all falsehoods.
Says who? Why, you two-faced? You're going back on everything you—
I'm just stating the facts. I'm sure the almighty Shogun can discern the truth. All the Takatsukasa clan is trying to do is make themselves look good, so they'll be first. Why else would you push a false narrative in the written confession that paints your clan in a good light, and try to make me sign it?
What are you talking about? You're not under duress, we're just negotiating here.
I believe I now understand the situation.
Don't listen to his nonsense. I'm sure you're well aware of the major failings of the Kujo clan. Surely you, of everyone, knows. Not a single word—
You are quite mistaken if you think your dispute is of any interest to me. Descendant—
well, yes, of course. It's the eternal pursuit of everyone in the Tenryou Commission to offer—
Then the situation is not as complicated as you seem to have made it. After all, I am the one who appoints the Tenryou Commissioner.
Sorry, a duel with the almighty—
The first Tenryou Commissioner demonstrated his will with the blade in his hand. That is why the title has been passed. If you want me to appoint a new clan, then naturally, there must—
Do
you not know how to wield a blade? Or do you simply doubt your abilities on account of your— Here you are talking about offering your life, and yet you are too afraid to face my blade.
Well,
never mind. What about one of you, then? Anyone who can defeat me, Takatsukasa— Does not a single person dare to face me?
I will challenge you, almighty Shogun.
What?
Descendant of the Kujo clan. Regrettably, even if you win against me,
I realize that. I don't stand a chance of winning against you anyway. I know full well that the mistakes my father— Even when I was executing the Vision Hunt Decree, I had doubts about my father's decisions. But that was as far as I went. I doubted, and I ruminated. I understood the situation. I accept the Kujo clan's decline as punishment for my deeds. I can't even say that I failed to prevent it.
To be brutally honest, for someone of your strength, there is nothing you could have done.
Yes. I'm too weak. My father ignores me. My elder— But if nothing else, and right here, right now in the Kujo clan's final hours, it is I who represent— Just as the Shogun said, a forefather of mine once showed his will with his sword. Then please, let me, Kujo Kamaji, end the story of the Kujo clan in the same— This is my last chance to do something.
This is patently meaningless. But I accept. Come forward. The Kujo clan's honor was forged with courage, tempered with integrity, and shines beyond life and death. Show me whether your blade can bear the weight of your name.
Ready to learn, almighty Shogun.
Another anomaly in eternity. Nevertheless, it appears that the Kujo honor still courses through your veins. Kujo Kamaji is wounded. Descendants of the Takatsukasa clan, you may not have the courage to challenge me, but I trust that you are capable of attending to a small...
Yes, of course. I apologize.
I had heard that the Kujo clan is no longer fit to shoulder the work of the Tenryou Commission. The search for a successor to the role of Tenryou... However, following this duel, I have decided to postpone the Kujo clan's In the meantime, I expect the Takatsukasa clan to continue supporting the...
As you instruct, so it shall be done. We would not dare question the...
Finally, if you still think you can copy the Fatui strategy of providing me with deceptive information to produce flaws in my judgment, you will see me appear once again as I have done today. Only next time, my blade...
Understood. Thank you, Almighty Shogun, for your wisdom and mercy.
That will do. I will have the Okuzumeshu continue the investigation from here. Come with me. Let's find a quiet place.
Whew. When it's time to deal with the situation, you're...
Oh, you think so? I thought I was rather accommodating. If it had been the Shogun, she would have I do believe he was prepared for that outcome. The Kujo clan has undergone a dramatic change from its glory days to its present decline. He has shown me how some things remain the same, even as the war... I also have you to thank. The things we experienced out on the streets...
So what's next for the Kujo clan? Will they get to care...
Not a chance. Even if their heir was someone who showed promise, their past mistakes cannot be erased. Still, I will give them a little more time. The Shogun does not make mistakes. She is incapable of doing so. I have much to contemplate in the days to come. But at least, I can now see the way I think I'll leave that to the Shogun. The greatest threat to eternity is still the... As I said, the Shogun has a robust system to protect her against modification. This is... But I've made up my mind. So, This has certainly been a
Absolutely. You sorted out the Tenryou Commission, and the people in the city got to see a hat. If you enjoyed your trip, we should get you out again sometime.
No need. There's no place for... Also, please stop making it sound as if... Okay. I'm ready to... My period of solitude will now continue, but it will not last too much longer. I will leave you
Okay, see you next time! Considering a lot of what happened was pretty unexpected, the only thing left to do is return the past permit to...
Did you know? Well then, you'll... How amusing. The almighty Shogun goes downtown, and suddenly she's like a What a shame I didn't get to see it for myself. It's fine. She wouldn't mind. So, from what you were saying, it seems that she's finally begun to comprehend that's the most important outcome of this trip. To be honest,
Yeah, it seems like she's not gonna force everything to stay the same way.
To put it nicely, even deities indulge in wishful thinking. To put it more bluntly, there are things that even the Seven can't do when faced with something even more powerful than themselves. Take a guess. Anyway, it sounds like you had a very pleasant trip and even had the chance to... Next time you wish to see her, you can come and take the pass permit from me again. She would never...
What? But she said she doesn't...
Because she is a god. It's not that gods don't need the company of others, just that But you don't belong to this world. Perhaps...
By the protection of the electron, may the blossoms of the sacred sakura bloom eternally.